We are coming to you live from the Air India Sports Club cricket ground here in Mumbai. Day 3, match number 8. All set to roll out with Chennai Marvels taking on the Chandigarh Mavericks. The Jaipur Royals went on to win their match earlier in the day, getting the better of Mumbai Aces, who still have to register that first win of theirs. And later on in the day, we'll have Delhi Titans, the unbeatables, taking on the Ahmedabad Lions. Yeah, it's a bit of a shake-up here on the points table. Delhi Titans and Jaipur Royals at 1 and 2. Royals, courtesy that nice win against Mumbai Aces, have gone past Mavericks, who now have a chance to go on top with a win. Chennai Marvels, with a win yesterday, will certainly feel good about their outing this afternoon when they come on to take the Mavericks. And there'll certainly be some work as well to do for the teams lagging behind at 5 and 6. Meanwhile, just a quick confirmation of how the playing conditions roll out in this competition. A bowler can bowl a maximum of 2 overs per innings. Remember, only umpires can refer decisions to the third umpires. The players don't have any jurisdiction here. The power play rules, the first 2 overs, only 2 fielders will be outside, and then a floating power play, that's between 3 to 7, can be taken by the batting side. Maximum 5 fielders to be outside the non-power play. And if the match is tied, we'll be heading into a super over. We saw one yesterday with the Mavericks going past the Mumbai Aces under dramatic circumstances. The boys are ready. The boys in yellow there for the Chennai Marvels. They put up a show yesterday. Captain Ribu Mehra has been in the peak of his powers with back-to-back 50s in both the matches. And up against the Chandigarh Mavericks, who still to drop a game in this competition. They've made it 2 and 2 with 4 points. Ali Goni versus Varun Badola. That's the matchup. Alright then, sometime back, both the captains were there with Nishad Pai Vaidya for the toss. Let's head across and see what happened.
It's bright and sunny here in Mumbai. Wearing yellow is the Chennai Marvels captain, Ribu Mehra. And we've also got Chandigarh Mavericks captain Anuj Khurana here on the field of play, not in the comm box. We'll have him later, of course. And the match referee, Ajit Gopal Krishnan, is alongside us. It's going to be Ribu who will toss the coin. Thanks. Well, Ribu, you won the toss. Please take the mic and tell us what you're going to do.
I know he wants to bat,
But what do you want to do?
so I'll bowl. Okay?
Fair deal, fair deal. But Ribu, a great victory yesterday. You chased a score, so maybe that mindset has helped you make this decision easier?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the way we chased that target was, I'm still in an awe of that. The way Manu helped me and from 3 overs 14 with 2 wickets down to chase 120 on that wicket was really tough. But yeah, that's what now we are more, we have a lot of energy in our team, and we always believe in ourselves, but now it is like way notch up. So we just want to continue with that.
That was going to be my next question, how much your team spirit and morale has grown. But any changes to the side ahead of this match?
In terms of, we just have one change in, not in the playing 11, just as an impactor. Pradnesh comes back because Vikramjit, he's not available today. So that's just one change.
All right, it was a great win yesterday, and we look forward to seeing a scintillating performances.
Thank you so much.
Anuj, now you've got to a
Center is that it's the Chennai Marvels.
Yesterday, and team accept that mistake has happened, but good, it happened at the early stage of the tournament, and we wanted to bat first, so we have chased down 2 totals, but today we wanted to set a total and toss them, land in our favor, but we got the desired result.
Well, that's actually a happy beginning, but let's see how the match goes. Any changes for you?
Yeah, there are 2 changes. Ujjwal Chopra, Paji, making his debut in ACB along with Ankur Tyagi, and we are resting Hitarth. And so Shiv will play as an impact player.
Perfect, and we wish you the best for this match. Thanks for joining us. And that's the news from the center. It's the Chennai Marvels who are backing themselves to go in for the run chase, so they will bowl first.
Yeah, good outing for the Marvels yesterday chasing. And that's why they've decided to field first today. Aditya Ojha has started off well with the bat but has missed out after a couple of good double-figure scores. Dakssh Ajit, the all-rounder on the side. Gaurav Sachdeva. Mayank Nishchal played a very fine innings in the last game. Raj Kushal has bowled well, fielded well. Ujjwal Chopra comes into the side. And Shivnarayanan, he is the main man there for the Chandigarh Mavericks. Rama Dikshit and Rohit Lamba will be very handy as utility players in the side as well. Good strong team, Chandigarh Mavericks. Still to drop a match. Meanwhile, for the Chennai Marvels, all eyes will once again be on that man Ribu Mehra. He's been a captain with some plan and strategy and intent in the middle. Akshay Chandel has been impressive with bat and ball. Charandeep played a match-winning innings in the last game. Chirag Desai with the ball is very, very deceptive. He can come with those incoming deliveries to the right-handed batters. Kapil Chauhan, a hard-hitting batter. Kashish Pundir is another very fine player. Lalit Bisht will come out with his left arm seam. Watch out for Sushant Bane and Shobit Atre as well. Rohit Shivalkar too will want to make it count with the bat. Missed out yesterday. All set for game number 8. Mavericks versus the Marvellous. Expect a marvellous Monday as well. You've seen a lovely match play out earlier in the day. Jaipur Royals went on to win their match. 2-3 for them. Meanwhile, put into bat. The Maverick openers are in the middle. Just the right time to also welcome my co-commentator, Savi Srivastava.
Thank you, Mikhail. Match versus Marvels and Mavericks brought to you by Mikhail. Cannot be anything better than that on a Monday. A slight change in the batting order here by Chandigarh Marvels. We do not see Aditya Ojha, who has been opening the innings. It's going to be Rama Krishna Dikshit in place of Ojha. Joining him is going to be Shivnarayanan, who is yet to be dismissed, Mikhail, in this tournament so far.
Yeah, he has the best average, I must admit then. Rama Dikshit will face up, and it's going to be Chirag. Watch out for that delivery that just holds its line and comes into the right-handed batter. It's a good surface this afternoon, Savi. We saw it earlier in the day, 119 by Jaipur Royals batting first. Mumbai Aces couldn't get there. That almost got and clipped off stump. That's been given. And I believe that's LBW. Oh dear. That's a tough call on the batter. Let me tell you that, because we'll have to see another look. We'll have to have another look. Wonder what really prompted the umpire to raise his finger. But going by the first look of it, he's been adjudged LBW here.
He cannot believe it. Tried to play across. There was a big turn, but from the first look of it, Mikhail, the impact seemed to be slightly outside. Slow raise of the finger, and that's duck for Rama Dikshit. Chandigarh losing their first wicket on 0.
सर ने स्लो डेथ दी एकदम स्लो डेथ बहुत बढ़िया थोड़ा ना इस तरफ ही रहिए थोड़ा सा ठीक है
So Rama Dikshit, who came in to open the batting, he did not fire at all, losing his wicket on the score of a duck. And now back to the original plan. Aditya Ojha comes in at number 3. This is the original opening pair for Chandigarh Mavericks. So they will not feel too uncomfortable, but Chirag has shown that there is a lot of spin on the track. Got a good start, Aditya Ojha, in both the matches. Would like to go big and support Shiv. Here's Chirag. Once again, a great ball. Chennai have started really well, and they won the toss and opted to field first after a great run chase yesterday.
We'll just take a look at this delivery by Chirag. Just moving in the air, just swirling around and swerving around for the batter. So Aditya Ojha He was out there in the first over. Opened in the previous occasions, dropped at number 3, but nothing has changed. Got to be really, really careful playing to this man because the ball's coming in sharply. What an over this has turned out to be, but a touch unluckier was Rama Dikshit, I believe. That impact was outside the off stump. Now you can see that clearly. Umpire took his time, raised his finger, but look at Rama Dikshit asking the polite question as well. How would that be given out? He has to walk back in astonishment. He's a bit disconsolate over there. Yeah, but the finger was raised.
It's been a brilliant start by Chirag. 1 wicket and 3 dots, putting in the pressure on Chandigarh. But that's good counter attack by Aditya Ojha. The ball was outside the offside. He made room, came on the front foot and lofted it for 6 runs.
Yeah, what helped the batter was the delivery was too full. And just hitting it with the swing, and that made it easier. He gets off the mark with a 6. So do the Chandigarh Mavericks. It was 0 for 1. Shiva, the other end, has seen things happen in front of him. A wicket, a couple of appeals and a 6. Nicely bowled right underneath the bat. Misfield. And this will mean that ball will trickle away for a 4. Bit of an anti-climax to this over. What emerged as a nice one just loses a bit of colour. 10 coming off it to the wicket after over number 1.
जल्दी आएंगे
Just one change for Chandigarh Mavericks. Ujjwal comes in for Hitarth Panchal. It's a well-balanced side where Dakssh Ajit Singh and Rohit Lamba have shown a good partnership with the ball. Aditya Ojha, Anuj Khurana and Shivnarayanan, the frontline batters. Rama Dikshit missed out today, was a touch unlucky. There's also Varun Vipul. He's been a great bowler. Charandeep Singh is going to share the new ball. Going to bowl the power play over. Was brilliant with the bat yesterday after a show by Ribhu. And is Shivnarayanan, one of the most consistent batters in ACB so far, yet to be dismissed. In both the occasions he came in to open the bat, stayed till the very end, played a match-winning inning, the very first match, when the Mavericks were chasing a total of 115. Shiv carried his bat. He's going to face the first ball. And Chennai knows the value of this wicket. Ribhu Mehra setting the right field. It's going to be spin from both the ends. And Shiv continuing with the same form. That was a confident shot. There is long off. It will be just a single. He is off the mark. But this has been a new trend now, Mikhail. Utilizing spin in the power play overs. Pretty much all the teams are doing that now.
Yeah, and it has worked, and that's why most teams are employing this plan. The pace of the ball can get a little difficult and tricky on these surfaces which are being used day after day. Did see yesterday with Mudassir Bhatt bowling the last over. 11 runs were needed, if I'm not wrong. And the pace is made to work hard as Chennai Marvels went on to get those runs. Nicely worked away. Just close to the face of the bat. Bit of a tease for the fielder. Does well to keep it to 2. They had an option of going with a slow bowler as well in the last over, but they decided to go with Mudassir and it didn't work. So you need to be very, very clear with your plans. What works, what doesn't, the do's and the don'ts, and how you adapt around the don'ts. That as well. Charandeep with the bat yesterday, he got the winning run. We're talking about the bowlers, but this is the man who made the difference with the bat.
This Ribhu was leading the chase, but then Charandeep showed up. There is protection.
शॉट क्यों फेंक रहा
Good
है?
field setting by Ribhu Mehra, and the bowlers are bowling exactly as per the plan.
देखो वही जो दिया ना मैंने पीछे.
It's been a great start for Chandigarh Mavericks, led by Anuj Khurana. Likes to keep the team's temperament calm and composed. Contributed with the bat in the first match. Bowled the 2 overs yesterday because the conditions were different. Has been great with his bowling changes. And the left-hand, right-hand combination, thanks to Shiv, has always troubled the bowling side.
हाँ डालना ये. क्यों नहीं डाल रहा ये?
As was coming in, and you could hear Ribhu asking Charandeep कि क्यों नहीं डाल रहा है ये? This is the ball to ball.
शाबाश. इसी में
And I'll keep
खेलता
telling
रहे,
you
बस
this,
इसी में खेलते
Savi.
रहे.
The T10 format particularly has got a lot to do with captains and leaders. They know the way, they go the way, they show the way. Those changes, the kind of belief and trust they show in their players, those manipulation of fielders inside the ring and in the deep, a floating batting order, telling a batter, go today, go play your game. So much depends on how a captain leads his side. Ribhu has been impressive, so has Abhishek Kapoor. Anuj Khurana has done a good job. Today, Samir Kochar was impressive. Just allow the boys to play their free brand of cricket. So far, it's been quiet for the Mavericks, but they are happy nudging it away.
Good effort by Kashish Pandir. He has been kept busy. We're discussing with Nishad that Kashish Pandir being underutilized by Ribhu, but it doesn't matter as long as the results are coming. We saw there is no change done in the Chennai squad today. Why fix something that is not broken?
आगे पीछे.
Had a great run chase. Almost pulled off another run chase in the first match.
लास्ट बॉल है, रहने दे. वहीं आ जा.
Contemplating a lot of field changes. And this is what happens when you have a left-hand, right-hand combinations. We've got 5 singles so far in the over. This is going to be the last ball of the power play.
आजा आजा आजा.
And it will end with another single. So a great over by Charandeep. 2 overs gone. Maverick 15 for 1.
अच्छा डिफेंड किया यार. शाबाश, बहुत बढ़िया बॉयज, बहुत अच्छे कर रहे हो. बहुत अच्छे मान जा जरा. शाबाश शाबाश, थोड़ा तगड़े हो जा, बहुत लेथार्जिक लग रहे हो.
So that's the squad of Chennai Marvels. No changes done in the playing 11 today. It's a well-balanced side. Sushant Mane came in handy with his bowling. Ribhu Mehra, one of the most consistent batters so far. Lalit Bisht bowled in the power play yesterday, got 1 wicket. Then we have 2 overs of Kapil Chauhan in the middle overs, who has been great in keeping the run flow in control. Charandeep, Akshay Chandel, Ribhu Mehra, they have been good with their batting, and that was the reason for Chennai to get those 2 points yesterday in a thrilling encounter.
सुशांत उधर. दफा पे दफा पे.
Yeah, this will be an interesting battle. The ball will ideally leave the left-handed batter.
यहीं से आना.
But interestingly, Chirag Desai has decided to change sides.
जल्दी को कैच देगा, मिलेगा.
I would have liked to see him come over the wicket. He decides to come around the wicket for the left-handed batter here.
Oh, what a ball, yaar.
And to keep Shivnarayanan quiet in itself will be a badge. And if Chirag can do that, he'll certainly create some moments here for the fielding side.
बहुत बढ़िया.
Because I know Shivnarayanan, the way I've seen him the last 2 games, he'll watch a couple of balls, but then he'll go after you.
Ui.
Should be just a single. This is a good call by Captain Ribhu Mehra to bring in the wicket-taking Chirag Desai
आगे आजा. Same field, same field.
and get him to finish the spin.
आगे आजा, पीछे जा, पीछे, रोहित पीछे. यहीं पे
Very
आजा,
Rashid
पीछे
Khan-like action he's got, Mikhail.
आजा. कशी, इस तरफ जाइयो.
When he comes into to bowl, takes a couple of steps and then sprints. has shown that kind of accuracy as well.
हाँ okay. कशिश थोड़ा उधर.
Took a wicket in the very first ball. That ball spun miles. It was a right-hander. Another right-hander, Aditya Ojha on strike. He wasn't ready.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Chirag Desai reminds me of a bowler called Chris Harris from New Zealand. You bring a split window and you put two of them across and get them to bowl, you'll feel they are very similar. Very wrong-footed, not much of a left arm that is used as a guiding hand, and a quick, slingy right hand that comes through.
Catch it.
Tries of catch it. That's in the gap, one bounce, that's the four. Aditya Ojha
सही है थोड़ा.
may have been dropped in that batting order, but he's certainly making a case for himself and sending a reminder to his team management that he deserves the top spot. That's a good hit.
Catch it.
There was a fielder very close to where he had hit, but he was confident about the placement. Is it 3 boundaries so far? Aditya Ojha looking in good touch. Some more adjustments in the field. Once again in the same area. And an even better shot. Which goes all the way. So 4 and a 6 by Aditya Ojha.
And this is good cricket. That's because he's hitting it with the angle. Just coming across the line and creating that scoring opportunity. And it's helping his cause. And this is where maybe Chirag needs to revisit his plans in terms of that length. And particularly that line. He's middle and leg at the moment. He'll have to go off and middle. But good counter attack and a good over so far. Another one down the leg side. Pressure telling on the bowler, but Aditya's not happy with himself. Could have converted that into another scoring opportunity.
Had a chance, he went for it. There was an extra spin. It is a wide nevertheless.
No pressure.
12 from the over already.
Relax. अच्छा फेंक रहा है.
We have seen this a lot. A bowler starts well. He's brought back to continue from the same end. And then there is counter attack from the batters. Played straight. Into the fence. Another 6 by Aditya Ojha.
Well, they are a good batting side. The Chandigarh Mavericks and Aditya Ojha strikes form today. 2 sixes in this over for him. This one's down the ground over the bowler's head into the side screen region. And that was powerfully struck. 18 runs in the 5 deliveries. They found that release over. They found that momentum over. They were quiet in the first 2. They didn't make full use of the power play. But this over has been full of power, especially from the bat of Aditya Ojha. 29 and 10. He's playing a gem. Throws his bat at this one. Cries of catch it over the fielder at deep mid wicket. That's another 6. 3 sixes in this over. 2 back-to-back. The runs have come. And this has been a fantastic over number 3 for the Mavericks. They move to 40 for 1.
आराम से पानी भी रिलैक्स होगा शाबाश शाबाश लड़के
40 for 1 Chandigarh Mavericks after being put on to bat first. 24 runs came in the previous over, 22 of which came from the bat of Aditya Ojha. Shivnarayanan is currently enjoying the show of Aditya Ojha. Usually takes his time. Stayed till the very end in the first 2 matches that he has played so far. There was a slight change in the batting order. Rama Dikshit was dismissed for not.
इसको पीछे ले लूं क्या?
So no change in plans by Ribhu Mehra. It's going to be Charandeep from the same end.
इसको ले ले. Extra cover ले ले फिर.
Bowled a brilliant first over. Just 6 singles of that over. But this was the previous over. Aditya Ojha played brilliant shots, some handsome drives, pulls. This was probably one of the best shots in that over. Picked up really well. straight into the side screen. This was the third six, and he ended up putting one more ball across the boundary. Shiv will be on strike now. Top edge. Once again cries for catch it. This one has been dropped. The fielder came under the ball. Shobhit Atre, not at all happy with himself. Lost his balance towards the end.
Very uncharacteristic here from Shiv to play that shot. You don't see him playing these kinds of shot early in his innings. That was very high up in the air. Shobhit had a lot of time to get underneath it, but was all over it. Yeah, just not in a position to take it in that manner. And Shiv survives, still remains unbeaten. They would have had a chance of seeing the back of him, and maybe they would have created a good opportunity here, the Marvels, but they've made a mess of it. And soon after that shot, you could literally see what Shiv was trying to tell the dugout as well. My bad, that shot wasn't on. It was a false shot played by me, and quite rightly so. Change in the field now, with Aditya Ojha clearing the ropes at will. The fielders are on their toes.
He is here to take a wicket. Charandeep is giving his everything. Delicately played. Aditya Ojha has come in and he has going to score big today. 35 he has raced past. Now 39. What a shot this was.
Yeah, the actor turns artist. He's so good at this craft over here. Saw him hit the big sixes, as many as 3 in the last over. And then he says, all right, then let me just run it down third and use the pace of the ball. 39 and 12. Out of the 45 runs, 90% of the runs have come from the bat of Aditya Ojha. That's what you need from your top order batters. This is a superb start here for the Chandigarh Mavericks. Remember, they were put into bat by the Marvels. They'll not be complaining. This one down the leg side. The previous 4 was run down third, and this time he gets a little cheeky, little inventive, comes inside the line and brings in that delicate scoop to fetch another boundary. He moves into the 40s. Aditya Ojha.
This shows that you do not need power every time to score big. Just a couple of silky touches in the last 2 occasions. And Aditya Ojha is playing on 43, has placed just 13 balls so far. And Mavericks are looking good. That's a nice drive as well. On the front foot, there is protection. There will be just a single. But Aditya Ojha with every shot is getting better and better.
Yeah, you just feel that he's come out with some intent today, and more importantly, he's striking it well. Guilty of just throwing away the starts in the previous 2 matches. And someone who's admiring all of it on the other end is this man, Shivnarayanan. Dropped a couple of deliveries ago. Can he make it count and come back to haunt the fielding side? What a start. 50 coming up courtesy that single from the bat of Aditya Ojha in only the 4th over. Pressure on the Marvels currently. Another false shot. Another high ball. But this one falls between the fielders. He's living a charmed life here, is Shivnarayanan.
He's taking his chances.
Nice try, Sushant, nice try. Shabash.
How many lives does he have? Is he a cat? In every match this has happened. Shivnarayanan has created chances for the opposition, but they were not capitalized. Charandeep was not happy that the fielder did not go for it. He was expecting them to at least make it till the ball. 11 runs have come off this over. Charandeep who started really well, and now it's Aditya Ojha on strike. 1 hit away from a half century. Tries to go for it. It'll be just a single. And with that, the over comes to an end. At the end of 4:52 for 1 Chandigarh Mavericks. 52 for 1 in the 4 overs. Chandigarh Mavericks, Chennai Marvels have used 2 bowlers so far. Chirag Desai, the wicket taker, but his next over went for 24 runs. Charandeep Singh started well, will end well with an economy of 9. Here is Lalit Bisht. Came in the power play over yesterday, took 1 wicket. It was a different wicket yesterday. The ball was doing its trick. There are a lot of runs in store, it looks like. 52 have come in just 4 overs, thanks to Aditya Ojha, who has scored 45 out of those 52 runs. Shivnarayanan did not have to take any risk today. Was dropped once, had created another chance. Looks like Chandigarh Mavericks have come in with a mood to post the highest total in ACB so far. He'll have to go back to the bowling mark again, Lalit Bisht.
Yeah, the Marvels need a wicket here, particularly of Aditya Ojha. He's looking in sublime touch. 45 and 15. He already hit 3 sixes in 1 over. Shiv Narayanan is just happy getting to the other end. He's survived a couple of drop catches here. Chandigarh Mavericks almost gave away the game yesterday against Mumbai Aces.
Short ball, slight touch of the bat, and that's another boundary for Aditya Ojha. And with that boundary, he has completed his half century. What a player. And what a time for him to go big for Chandigarh. Oh, in fact, he's on 49. He'll have to wait. At the pace with which he is going, he can do it in just 1 ball. 49 for Aditya. That's a good adjustment. Lalit came round the wicket this time and slowed his pace.
Yeah, he's going after the bowling. He's decided that he'll attack, and that's worked for Aditya. They have the luxury of wickets here. Chandigarh Mavericks, 9 in hand. Rama Dikshit back in the dugout in the very first over, but after that this partnership has been superb. 1 run away from what's going to be a very well-made, solid 50 for Aditya Ojha. This is a good length. That's where you should be bowling. Somewhere around the corridor of uncertainty, invite the batter into the drive. Just pull the lengths back. The 6 to 8 meter in between length is something that always troubles batters. He's come back well here, Lalit Bisht. He's dropped in pace. Do remember him steaming in a couple of years ago. He's very good with that pace. There it is, a sublime half-century from the bat of Aditya Ojha. It's come in quick time. It took him only 19 deliveries to get to this milestone, and he's dominated and he's been in his elements. Raises his bat, much to the acknowledgement of his dugout and his captain. This is a very fine innings by their number 3 batter.
Has been opening the innings, came in at number 3 after a quick fall of the first wicket. Chandigarh Mavericks are looking good. They are well poised, posting a mammoth total here. Lalit has been decent so far. He's given away just 6 runs. His Shiv, who had been kept off strike, steps out, plays over the infield. There is protection, but he went for the catch, ended up giving away another boundary. So Shiv joins the party now. And Mavericks have raced up to 62 now. What a shot this was. It was also an awkward bounce there. The ball turned a little towards the right of the fielder right after bouncing. 10 of the over. Lalit Bisht would like to go big. Shiv has moved on to 10 now. Short ball, pulled it. Has it gotten the distance? One bounce boundary. It's a good end to the over. At the end of 5, Mavericks are 66 for 1.
Rama Dixit departed without troubling the scorers, but Aditya Ojha has dished out a batting masterclass. 15-19, some towering hits over the fence. Shivnarayanan is happy to see his batter blossom around him. 14-9. This has turned out to be a super partnership worth 66. And the Mavericks, after being put into bat, are looking good for another big score in this competition. Yeah, this is how Aditya Ojha got going. Just took a liking to Chirag Sethi. Hit him for 3 sixes in 1 over. Some exquisite shots down the ground. Ordinary fielding as well helped along. Chirag Desai was the bowler in question there. Yeah, this was that over where he accumulated 24 runs. That was over number 3. 3 sixes came in that. There's no stopping Aditya Ojha. Look at that for strike rate, 263. 5 fours, 4 sixes. And then some deft touches and cheeky fours as well. This one being the most inventive. Just opened the face of the bat and ran it down third. And then the very naughty scoop that came along. Yeah, it's been runs galore from his bat. And this was the moment when he got to his 50. Nice, aggressive half-century. Lovely afternoon and a lovely personality alongside me, Nishat Payavedya.
Thank you, Mikhail. Good afternoon. And what a wonderful innings by Aditya Ojha. And this really helps the Chandigarh Mavericks, because apart from Shiv, it's great to see someone else also contributing in such an aggressive manner. You've got Kapil Chauhan coming up for the Chennai Marvels. But Aditya Ojha, you know, the last time he played for the Varanasi Warriors, and they had a phenomenal top 3 or 4, because it was Aditya Ojha used to open with Tiger, and then they used to have Asghar Khan coming in. So that was the batting lineup they had. And Aditya did stand out there, finished a couple of matches with Asghar as well. So it's great to see him bringing that form this year in this tournament as well. And once he gets going, it's difficult to stop. Wonder if his son has come along, because he generally comes along to watch his father bat.
Beautifully bowled, slow through the air. Ribu Mehra asked the question to the square leg umpire. That will be referred upstairs. Was his foot in the air while going for that big heave. Anxious moments here for Ojha, but nicely tossed up here by Chauhan.
Beautifully tossed up. That leg spinner didn't turn a lot, but it beat Aditya in the air. He's fine, he's safe. He just overbalanced after the stumps were disturbed.
Yeah, there was never a case of a dismissal over here. But what prompted Ribu Mehra with that question is because the batter tried to get his bat in, not knowing he already had that right foot inside the popping crease. All is well that ends well, yeah? for Aditya Ojha and the Mavericks. Yeah, but nice ball this from Chauhan. Will he toss it up again and invite the batter into the big hit?
इधर इधर इधर
Okay then.
पैडल का चेक करियो
It's a
पैडल का
mini battle in the big
वो रेडियो
contest.
अंदर
In limited overs cricket, we often talk about those matchups, and sometimes those matchups really have a big bearing on the overall result. Tossed up yet again. Aditya reaches the pitch of the ball. It's hit down the ground, but straight to long on.
पीछे पीछे कैसे पीछे
They've managed to keep Aditya a little quiet over the last few deliveries. He had raced away to 43 of 13 or 14. He's got his half century. Is trying to play with the same freedom, but you can sense that the Chennai Marvels bowling a little better to him.
आगे आजा
Oh yes, and that's why Shivnarayanan now will think with the turn coming into him with the leg spinner.
घूम जाओ
Can I hit the bowler over mid-wicket? Will that be my preferred area?
घूम जाओ
Talk about matchups. You don't see a left-arm spinner bowling to a left-handed batter. Similarly, with the left-handed batter coming on to bowl, coming on to bat, beg your pardon, with the leg spinner in action, you'll ideally see the wrong one coming out of the hand more often than not. 4 on the off inside the circle. Oh, he's bowled that outside off, but that's been picked up.
अच्छा था
And that's been dispatched. Talk about hitting with the turn. And that's exactly what Shivnarayanan has done.
Oh, he completely backed himself to hit that one. And he's fetched it from way outside the off stump. Held his balance. Placed it very well between those two fielders in the deep. The long on and mid wicket were in the boundary and got that gap there perfectly to find the boundary. Tossed up yet again. Hasn't connected well. That's a chance. Another drop. Chennai Marvels have been ordinary in the field. And to add insult to injury, he's kicked it along to the boundary. Well, Jignesh Bhai has a laugh in the Chandigarh Mavericks dugout.
Well, at the moment, it's the Marvels who are turning Mavericks in the field, dropping catches. And to make matters worse, he just palmed it away for a 4. 2 fielders going for it. This is always going to be difficult, let's admit that. Look at that. Second life here for Shivnarayanan. Get a lottery, my friend. You could end up going big. This one's connected well. He knows it. And that's out of here. Probably one of the longest sixes we've seen all day. You drop him, you'll pay for it. What a hit.
Oh, this one was in the slot. And this is the best shot that he's played in this over. Tossed up yet again. And he smashed it into the parking lot. Wait, I think it's just gotten Savi Srivastav's bike. He's just got to go and check that one.
That's why it's always advisable to come by public transport sometime and not get your own vehicles. I'm not worried at all. Ball can go anywhere and everywhere, but to the com box, my friend Nishad. But jersey number 162 is hitting the sixes with ease currently. What an over this has turned out to be. 15 runs already with a drop catch. Goes hard at it. Will take a single and retain strike for the next over. It's been another very productive 6 deliveries here for the Mavericks. They finish on 82 after over number 6.
Well, this innings has been powered by that magnificent effort by Aditya Ojha. Shivnarayanan has lived a charmed life and has then made the Chennai Marvels pay for it. This partnership has well and truly entertained. They've been dominant. They've been masterful. They've been imposing. I can just continue to find those adjectives. Sushant Bane walks into bowl, is a wily customer. And also, when you think about the fact that Sushant dropped a catch in the last over of Shiv, he'd want to make amends now that he's beginning a new spell.
I'll tell you what, for all the hard work the bowlers do, if your fielders don't take the catches, you're doing absolutely nothing as a side. You've dropped Shiv Narayanan twice, and he's gone on to hammer 29 and 30. Now, he's the very same batter who's still to be dismissed in this competition and who's won 2 matches here for the Chandigarh Mavericks. So it's as if, as a fielding side, you're allowing them to win their 3rd match, especially, like you rightly pointed out, with Aditya Ojha coming in, the team is finding new match winners in the top order, and they're not heavily dependent on someone like a Shiv Narayanan. These are great signs for the Mavericks.
Good ball,
And
yaar,
that
good
came
ball.
in.
आजा आजा जल्दी आ
Nicely negotiated, and that'll bring Aditya Ojha.
आराम से
Template and blueprint is very clear here for Aditya Ojha from here on. He's decided
करके दो bounce
either the
पे दो
ball is in the stands or I'm in the dugout.
bounce पे दो bounce पे Same
Yeah, he's played with that
बनाना
freedom.
पड़ेगा
Sushant
बार-बार।
just getting
इधर आ
hurt a little bit while trying to collect that throw. He tried to
पीछे
take
भाग
it
जाओगे, इधर आ जाओ।
off the first bounce. It bounced really close to him.
आगे आ जाओ
Then Ribu immediately telling his fielders to be a little bit easier on the throws. You don't want your bowlers to get hurt that way.
जल्दी जाओ भाग के, भाग
Remember,
के, भाग के,
all
भाग
of
के।
them, Mikhail, are also balancing their work commitments alongside the Actors Cricket Bash as well. Some of them also go on to
अरे
shoot.
power play है।
They have to manage all those things. Some of them are also a part of a daily soap. Now, this is interesting. They've got 5 men in on the offside. That's edge. This should be a chance. This time, the catch has been taken. And Aditya Ojha, well, he was tied in knots over the last few deliveries. And finally, the Chennai Marvels have got his wicket.
Yeah, it was always on the offing here. Tried to go too hard at this one, and this catch also almost popped out. Oops, 1, 2. Bowler finally breathes a sigh of relief. Hold on to your catches, my friend. And finally, an innings of note. A swashbuckling 51 of 22 comes to an end. Aditya Ojha has played a very fine hand and giving his team hopes of reaching a very good total. Yeah, you can raise your bat. You've done a good job, Aditya. Well done. 51 and 22. The fist pumps and the high fives come along. And Chandigarh Mavericks are 83 for 2.
शाबाश सुशी तू सोच के आया क्या हर मैच में 10 ओवर तक खेलेगा क्या चाहता हूँ आज का चाहता हूँ लग रहा है ऐसा क्या करना चाहता हूँ आउट होना चाह रहे हो आगे बढ़ के वापस आप ले नहीं रहे हो क्या
Leg side alert. Because that's where Mayank Nishchal prefers to hit the ball. We saw a great innings from him yesterday when the Chandigarh Mavericks really needed it. And he really peppered the leg side. Tries to clear the front leg, tries to make that room as well.
फोकस करेंगे
Mikhail, expect something similar today?
4 ओवर की बात है इधर आ
Yeah, they have 8 wickets in hand. They have the license and the liberty to play big and just express themselves. I see no change in Mayank's approach. He can go from ball 1. And the good thing is they still have Shiv there in the middle. You heard Ribhu just taking a small little friendly dig at him that you plan to play 10 overs in all games. It's going to be a wide. They're all friends, remember. They play with, for, by, beside each other. They act alongside. It was nice to hear Ribhu telling Shiv, पूरे 10 ओवर खेलने का प्लान है हर मैच में. But that's how it's been. But अगर आप catch नहीं पकड़ोगे, if you don't take your catches, then you're actually allowing him to play 10 overs.
They've definitely given him that license, but this catch was taken. Nearly popped out. Relief for, of course, Sushant over there. He goes down the ground, hasn't connected it very well. and it's taken on the boundary. So in this over, the Chennai Marvels have not made those errors, and Sushant Bane is quite possibly delivering a performance of note for them and trying to pull the Chandigarh Mavericks back.
Yeah, good spell, good over. It's a double strike here for Sushant Bane. And this was the slower one. The batter didn't pick it up, and Mayank has to depart without troubling the scorers. Just the kind of comeback the Marvels were looking for. Mayank departs for a knot. Another one bites the dust here for the Mavericks.
शाबाश शाबाश बहुत बढ़िया बॉय सब बॉल्स टू गो 3 टू गो 3 टू गो तीन में एक और मिल जाएगा देख तेरे को और थोड़ा स्कोरिंग लेग राइट मूव आउट 3 लेग ऐसे नहीं रहना कभी भी स्टार्ट रखेंगे थोड़ा झुक
Gaurav Sachdeva has now walked out to bat. A couple of wickets may just throw the spanner in the works really. It's a good ball outside the off stump. Minimal footwork. This was the wicket, and Sushant has done very well. I beg your pardon. This was the first ball to, of course, Gaurav Sachdeva. We'll come back to the replay of the wicket in a bit. Yeah, here we've got it lined up for you. A good ball there, Mikhail. Knows that Mayank would prefer the leg side.
Yeah, even though it was full, it was wide. So it made it all the more difficult for the batter to get underneath it to fetch the distance. Only got height on that one, Mayank. And he was walking back. Good catch at long off. Another slow one. Picked up, hit with the turn. Field and the deep. A bit of a misfield, a bit of a fumble, but they'll stick to one. What an over this has turned out to be. Just the 3 runs and 2 big wickets. A bit of a comeback here for the Marvels. The Mavericks 85 for 3 with a ball to go.
Well, Shivnarayanan batting on 30 or 14. By the way, he's cast in a lot of ads as the proverbial rich and classy man. Like he's also modeled for an airline for a first-class lounge. Then you also see him in some property ads where he's the rich man. Certainly in a rich vein of form here.
And so is innings very aristocratic, right? Nicely bowled. A dot to end the over. It's been the best on display. Bit of aggression here by Sushant Bane. You'll need it sometimes. Yeah, but it's been a top over. 85 for 3 after 7.
बहुत बढ़िया सुशी बता रहा हूँ उधर ही रहे कसी पीछे जा सुशी इधर आकाश इधर आजा ऊपर आजा ईशान इधर आजा
Well, that's the points table, and as you can see, Delhi Titans on top because they've registered 2 comfortable and comprehensive wins. Jaipur Royals joining them on the 2nd spot, courtesy that 2nd win today. Mumbai Aces will really have to do something special to bounce back from here. The leg spinner yet again, that's been lofted down the ground. Won't go through a fielder.
जज करना आराम से
Well, Ribu, just as a word for Akshay says, judge karna aaram se.
अक्षय आराम से आ एक हो चुका है easy
Just asking him to calm down as well.
हाँ आराम से
Well, Kapil isn't the easiest of bowlers to face, considering the lack of pace. We saw how he tried to fox Aditya as well.
Yeah, but Shiv will disagree. Because in the last over, he took him for runs, couple of sixes and a four. And that's why Shiv was not interested in that second run, despite being prompted by Gaurav. Because he wants to take more strike of the leg spinner, hit him with the turn. And this is where Chauhan will have to be a bit more intelligent and try dishing out a more googly deliveries here. That's hit over extra cover. That's powerfully struck. That's a shot of a batter in sublime touch and some class. Not easy to play those hits. He's asking for a 6, but that's been given 4.
Short, wide, put away. With power and precision. Yes, just bouncing inside.
बलारा शाबाश 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 focus boys बस
It's really been a fantastic innings yet again. The kind of consistency he's shown,
शाबाश शाबाश शाबाश
it just,
वही रहे
he's
उधर
just
ही रहे
continuing from very left against
गंदा बॉल था
Ahmedabad. For Ahmedabad in the last season, that is. This time a little shorter, and that's been pulled away towards mid-wicket.
बहुत छोटा है इतना टाइम मत
It
दे
looked for a moment that maybe that fielder at cow corner will stop that. But with this kind of timing, Shiv is always hard to beat.
Yeah, two things you're working against the bowler. First, the pace on the ball. It's too slow. Second, the length. Too short. So as a batter, you have so much time to get into position and play your shot. Another half tracker. That's sat up nicely. Shiv says thank you very much. 100 up here for the Mavericks. It's raining 6s and 4s. And Shiv moves into the 40s as well. Another masterclass from his bat.
Yes, and the moment he hit it, I thought that ball is going to join us here in the commentary box. There we are, right behind where it landed. A better delivery. It's all along the ground. To cow corner. It'll be a single.
शाबाश शाबाश चलना आखिरी बॉल है ये बढ़िया बॉल था शॉट के लिए जाएगा वो शॉट के लिए
Well, Kapil,
शिव ने मना कर दिया
he
सिंगल
started
मिलेगा
well against Aditya, but thereafter, Shiv has taken a liking to him. Anyways, he won't bowl his last ball to Shiv. And he gets a dot ball against Gaurav. At the end of 8, the Chandigarh Mavericks in a great position at 101 for 3.
साइड में ले लो साइड में तगड़ी कर यार अक्षय फील्डिंग मजा नहीं आ रहा शाबाश शाबाश कोई नहीं
101 for 3 in 8 overs, and it was thanks to Aditya Ojha's aggressive 51 of 22 balls. And then Shiv, given a couple of lives early in his innings, has really made the Chennai Marvels pay. He's still batting on 45 of 19. Now that tells you how little of the strike he's had really, because only 19 balls he's faced out of the 8 overs when he's opened the batting. Sushant is back after a magnificent over where he had gotten 2 wickets. And joining me in the commentary box right now is Savi Srivastav. Savi, 2 overs to go. What is your estimated score?
Thank you, Nishad. Looking at the way Shiv is going, they are well on course to go big. They must be targeting the highest total of the season so far. 140 is what Delhi had posted in the opening match. In the slot, catch it is the call once again, but who will catch it? It's another sixer for Shiv, and he goes past another half century. What a player and what a tournament he's having.
Well, catch it was the call for the people in the dugout, really. It was outside the off stump. He's timed it magnificently. Never in doubt that it was going to cross the boundary.
Shabash, shabash, shabash.
What a consistent performer. Even during the Actors Cricket Bash 2024, he showed his magic for the Ahmedabad Lions. Has also scored in previous editions of the Actors Cricket Bash. Played a lot of his early cricket in Delhi. He goes down the ground yet again. Connects beautifully once again. Gosh, Sushant had bowled a magnificent first over, but has been smashed for 2 sixes in this over already. Can't bowl it there to Shiv, really.
Yeah, that was a gift, really. Sushant figures were reading 2 wickets and 3 runs at the end of the first over.
Shabash, shabash.
They are getting spoiled. 113 suddenly now, in 8.2 overs, Chandigarh Mavericks. Slower one, but he waits for it. 2 is the call. Shiv is going towards the danger end. In fact, it was Gaurav towards the danger end and safely completed 2 runs. The throw was bad.
And Shiv was so eager to keep strike because he's hitting the ball well, seeing it like a football. It was deep in the crease. It was a low full toss. Hit it straight to long on. Long on didn't realize that they'll go for the second run. Let's see this with the next ball, whether Sushant can somehow. Oh, that was loopy outside the off stump. He's managed to connect, but straight to the man. They will push for the second. He'll dive and make it. So Shiv just taking a leaf out of Fahman's book, really. And Fahman had done terrifically in that first match. Not easy in these conditions. Shiv getting those back-to-back 2s.
What an effort, what a commitment by Shiv. He wants to keep the strike, he wants to finish big. By the time the ball reached the fielder, they had just completed 1 run. And by the time the throw came in, Shiv was already inside.
It nearly looked like he started diving from halfway down the wicket. Kind of reminded one of a dive that Monty Panesar once put in a test match from halfway down the wicket. They were trying to save the test match. He was trying to make it down to the non-striker's end. But Shiv, 61 of 23 already. All those, he actually runs a lot on the oval Maidan to maintain his fitness, and it's coming good for him here.
Another slow one, Madden waits for it. This should be just a single.
Shabash, shabash. Good effort, good effort.
17 of the over of Sushant Bane, who bowled beautifully in his previous over. And this is all because of Shivnarayanan. He was playing at 6 runs after facing 8 balls, Nishad. And he has jumped to 62 now of 24.
Magnificent. Just the last 16 balls, the way Shiv has accelerated. And if you do the count, he's got 54. In fact, 56. 54. How many did he get of this first 8?
He got 56, Nishad, in the next 16 balls. He was playing at 6 runs after facing 8 balls.
Just showcasing my weakness in mathematics yet again after school.
What an inning this has been. Shivnarayanan took his time because he was enjoying the Aditya Ojha show in the beginning. But once he got going, just these kind of results. He was dropped twice, let me remind you. One was an easy catch. He had created chances for the fielding side in the beginning. But 6 fours rather. And 4 sixes in this inning so far. This was a dropped catch. Shiv wants to come back for the second run. This is the last ball of the over. He wants to keep strike for the last over. He will make it safely. So 9 overs gone, 120 for 3, the Mavericks. 2 ducks on that batting card, but despite that, 120 for 3 is the score for Chandigarh Mavericks. 51 of 22 by Aditya Ojha, 62 not out Shivnarayanan. 29 overs and he's yet to be dismissed. This is the 3rd time in a row that he's pulling this off. He's going to face the final over. Lalit Bisht will bring the over and the inning of Shivnarayanan that we were looking at created many chances for the opposition. What would have happened if the catches were taken on time? 2 dropped catches. You cannot drop his wicket. Here's the last over. First ball in the slot, played in on the onside. Is there a fielder under it? Went straight into the hands of Vibhu Mehra, who dropped another catch, Mikhail. Welcome back.
Yeah, I just wonder, as a fielding side, when you drop the same batter on 3 occasions, you've literally given away the match. And this time, one of the better fielders, the best rather, the keeper, the captain, Vibhu Mehra, putting that down. Shivnarayanan unbeaten, unconquered, 64 of 25. And in the process, they steal 2. He comes back on strike. Nicely bowled. Underneath the bat, work to do for the fielder and the deep. They'll push for 2, but they'll settle for 1.
This was good fielding by Rohit. Lalit Bisht, one of the more economical bowlers for Chennai Marvels. He has been given the responsibility to finish well. Shiv has gone off strike. Will Gaurav go big or will he give strike to Shivnarayanan? He's playing on a different wicket. He's spotting the ball beautifully from the last 3 matches, including this one. 123 for 3. Mavericks would think that they have already posted a total that should be enough to defend. Can they go past 140, which is the highest score of the tournament so far? Took a few steps ahead, lofted it, catch it was the call. Good effort eventually by Rohit. It will be just a single.
Yeah, Rohit Sivalkar did well to get his hand on the deflection by his partner in front. 124, it's been a very good outing for the Mavericks. Put into bat, 3 balls left. Ideally, you'd see another 10 to 15 runs if possible. Get closer to that 135, 140 mark. These are hot conditions. I'll tell you, this time of the day, playing a match, you'll have to be in your prime fitness. Oh, he's drilled this. That's got a lot of height. And the distance comes through as well. Gets plenty of bat on this one. He's got a good hold of it, Shivnarayanan, and he moves to 71. Mavericks 130, 2 balls left. What a hit.
What a player, what an inning once again. Shiv, this is his highest score so far. And he loves that area. Right here near the commentary box. Another slower one. Could not get that elevation. A little bit of a fumble by Akshay, but it will be just a single. So if there is no run out, Mikhail, this will be the 3rd match where Shiv will not be dismissed.
And if I'm not wrong, he's also the leading run scorer now in this competition. Dropped very early in his innings once, then again, and then again dropped thrice. But that has not really derailed his momentum. He's stuck to his plans and he's got to 72 unbeaten runs. Can it be an excellent finish with the last ball? Oh, he's picked that on the full over the bowler's head. Work to do for the fielders at long on, long off. They'll come around it. And Shiv will run back for the second, but an opportunity at the keeper's end and the stumps will be broken. And this will mean that Gaurav is run out of the final delivery of this innings. Good fielding, good wicket keeping by Vibhu Mehra, but the momentum with the Mavericks as they will finish on 132 for 3 in the 10 overs.
Wanted to finish big. Gaurav got the 2 end of his bat. It was good work by the long on fielder. Shiv had taken a start. He wanted to come back for the second. He had to run. This was the last ball of the inning. The throw was ordinary, but Ribhu Mehra with an excellent glove work saved one run, took this wicket. Gaurav goes back, but what an effort by Chandigarh Mavericks. They have scored 132, the second highest total of the season so far. And Shivnarayanan, well, which bowler, which team can take his wicket? This question is yet to be answered. What a score, and they are well on course to go to the top of the table. But you cannot take it lightly in front of Chennai. They had chased down dramatically yesterday in the match, thanks to Ribhu Mehra. If Chandigarh have got Shiv, Chennai have the ever-consistent captain Ribhu Mehra. They will back themselves to go for yet another run chase. They will have to go big right from the word go. And Ribhu will need the support that Charandeep had provided yesterday. They will need way more of that. Nicely poised this match, mid-innings. Aditya Ojha did not open today. It was Rama Dikshit who was gone for 0. Aditya Ojha came in at number 3. There's a great partnership between him and Shivnarayanan. Aditya scored 51 of just 22 balls. Gaurav Sachdeva scored 6. Mayank Nishchal could not contribute much today. He was out for a golden duck. And then it was Shivnarayanan who took over and scored 72 of just 28 balls. He had come to open the innings. He's yet to be dismissed. It's been 30 overs and he's been batting still from the past 3 matches. Chandigarh Mavericks scored 132 for 4. 133 is what the Chennai Marvels would need when they come on to bat. The Marvel started well. There was spin from both the ends. In the beginning, Chirag Desai took the wicket in the very first over, but his second over was gone for 24 runs. His figures reading 1 for 34. He was the most expensive bowler eventually. Lalit Bisht, Kapil Chauhan, both were taken for plenty of runs. Charandeep was economical. 18 is what he gave away, but Sushant Bane took 2 wickets in the very first over. Gave away just 3 runs, but next over was a different story altogether. The toss was won by Ribhu Mehra, sent Chennai to bat first. This was the first wicket. Rama Dikshit, he will look at the replay and not be happy at all. It was the first over, and then came Aditya Ojha, right with an intention of counter-attack. Scored 2 big shots in that very over. Found the gap with ease. Showed that he not only has the power, he can also play some delicate shots. This was played straight down the ground, right into the side screen. Shivnarayanan waited, gave a few chances for the opposition to finally take his wicket, but the chances were dropped. And then this shot by Aditya Ojha, played delicately. There was some ordinary bowling in the middle phase that was capitalized well by Ojha. This was when he finished that last run and scored his half century. Shivnarayanan gave a chance to many to the Chennai Marvels. All of them were dropped. This was another dropped catch of the bowling of Kapil Chauhan, not an easy one. Kapil was creating chances, but if you drop so many catches of an informed batter, you will have to pay the punishment. This was one catch taken of Aditya Ojha. Mayank Nishchal played a handy innings yesterday, but today was out on a golden duck. And then Shivnarayanan took over.
Yeah, he just went after Chauhan, and that didn't stop there. He used the long levers, got into C-ball, hit ball action, used the depth of the crease beautifully to create the elevation and distance in his hitting show. And he just went about hammering the ball to all parts of the ground, not before he was dropped for the 3rd time by Ribhu Mehra. And then towards the end, it was this run out of the final delivery of Gaurav that closed things for the Mavericks. But by then, it was too late for the Marvels. That's because they had already conceded the runs in the first 10 overs to hand over the initiative and the advantage to the Mavericks. They finished on 132 for 4. And it's been Shivnarayanan, 72 in 28 unbeaten. And Aditya Ojha, 51 in 22. Well, Aditya Ojha certainly will have a lot to share with us about this innings. He's standing ringside with Nishat Paivedya.
Well, someone who has been consistent in the ACB in its history finally came to the party in 2026. Aditya, a fantastic innings today. Talk us about your mindset, and you were attacking from the get-go, really.
Last two games I was probably it did not come off. So today the team had what do you say, a technical conversation about the order should I open. So maybe there was a question whether I'm going to do well. And this T10 format is very fast. You have no time to get in and then get runs. You have to get go from ball one. So today I was thinking I have to perform. 2 games flop is like not good for the team as well. The team has done well. Last game as well. I think it went on to the last ball and then the super over thing came up. So and my innings actually was a big question. 10 ball, 10 runs in T10 is really a very big setback. So the pressure was there and I wanted to perform today and it came off.
It was wonderful, particularly against Chirag, who moves the ball a lot. So what was the thought against him? Because you really picked a lot of runs off him.
I have had this history of not playing well against the in-swing delivery. So I think 2-3 years back, I worked on how the bat should come when the ball is coming in, and that came in handy. So it just came off. In cricket, there are bad days and good days. Today was a day. Next day again, it will be another day, and you have to perform again.
Certainly, it was a good day, and Chandigarh Mavericks will be hoping it only gets better as you head for the defense of this target.
Absolutely. We have a great team, and probably we are the, front runners for, for the trophy. And the way they say it in Punjab, chak de patte. So we are going to perform well.
Absolutely. Chak de.
Thank you.
Thank you, Aditya, for joining us. And right away, also going to speak to someone from the Chennai Marvels camp. He'll be joining us right now. Bowled an extremely good over to take 2 wickets. So Santosh Bane is here with me. Sushant Bane, I'm really sorry.
Thank you.
But Sushant चांगली bowling के लिए.
Thank you so
Especially
much.
in that first over, the 2 wickets. What was your thought?
प्लान तो यही था कि हर बॉल पे मुझे डॉट निकालना है, 1 या 2 ही रन देना है, मतलब 4 और 6 नहीं आना चाहिए. यही मेरा माइंड था, मतलब. और कैप्टन ने भी बोला था कि जितना बॉल आप दूर रखोगे बैट्समैन से वो बेटर रहेगा, और वही मैंने कोशिश की और यही मेरा बेस था.
खास करके जो मयंक को आपने आउट किया, ऑफ स्टंप के बाहर गेंद डाली, पता है कि उन्हें लेग साइड पे मारना बहुत अच्छा लगता है, तो काफ़ी सोच विचार करते हैं आप टीम के साथ.
यस डेफिनेटली, क्योंकि बॉलर का यही तो काम है कि स्कोर कम देना, मतलब 6 और 4 आना नहीं चाहिए, बस यही माइंड रहता है. और बेस देना है, अपने टीम के लिए खेलना है, ना ही पर्सनल इसके लिए.
और अभी ये बड़ा टारगेट है, तो विचार क्या है? पिछला रन चेस तो बढ़िया रहा आपके टीम का. रिभू ने दोनों मैचेस में अच्छी बल्लेबाजी की है, तो चरणदीप ने भी पिछले मैचेस में कंट्रीब्यूशन किया है, तो फिर क्या विचार होगा आपका?
सेम प्लान है. जो लास्ट मैच हमने बेस बैटिंग की है, सेम यही सेम थिंकिंग रहेगी ये मैच में भी. और 133 चेसेबल टारगेट है, ऐसा इतना भी बड़ा नहीं है कि 150 के ऊपर है. अब सब मैच देखेंगे तो 133, 128 ये चेसेबल हुआ है टारगेट, तो यही भी डेफिनेटली होगा. अभी भी ये इतना कॉन्फिडेंस है हमारी टीम के ऊपर.
वेरी गुड, fantastic that you have got that confidence, and thank you for joining us.
थैंक यू सो मच.
बॉलिंग के लिए पहले ओवर मध्ये.
थैंक यू सो मच.
That's it from this interview segment. Back to you in the com box.
Thank you, Nishad. Sushant is confident that this total can be chased down. It is going to take a lot of effort by Chennai Marvels. They need 133 of their allocated quota of 60 balls to make it 4 points in 3 matches. We'll take a short break. On the other side is going to be run chase. Welcome back. It is run chase time. It's not going to be easy for Chennai Marvels, but if there is any team that can do it, that has done it, it is Chennai Marvels. They need 133 of 60 balls. We saw a brilliant run chase led by Ribu Mehra yesterday. Joining him was Charandeep, and yes, he is letting us know that there is a change in the batting order. Pratik Balhara is going to open the innings today. That was a nice way to enter. They will have to go big in the power play overs. They will have to provide a good start because Chandigarh Mavericks, they have got some brilliant bowlers. They've got the mix. We have Raj Kushal, who has been consistent so far. Dakssh, who is definitely going to swing the ball. We've seen Rohit Lamba. We've seen that Anuj Khurana can also be handy with his spin. It's going to be Ribu Mehra. He has done it in the past 2 matches. If there is any batter who is as consistent as Shiv from Chandigarh, it is Ribu Mehra. He'll have to pull off something magical today. Will he get the support from the likes of Pratik, Akshay Chandil, Charandeep once again? If they do support Ribu Mehra, if Ribu Mehra repeats the magic once again, then we are on for yet another run chase that can go down to the wire. For Chandigarh, if they win, they can go to the top of the table. There's going to be Delhi who will face Ahmedabad in the last match today. They will also get a chance to make it 6 out of 3 matches. Nicely poised this league stage. Every match from here on is going to be important. Mumbai Heroes, after losing, Mumbai Aces, I beg your pardon, after losing today, have lost 3 in a row. The chances are very slim for them to make it in the playoffs. But for all the other teams, they'll have to give their everything. Pratik Balhara with an orange helmet. He is going to open. He will be at the on strike, in fact. Captain Ribu Mehra. What an innings he played yesterday. At the halfway stage, after 4 overs, 5 overs in fact, we thought that Chennai might not be able to make it. But then Ribu Mehra told us that he had other plans. It's going to be Rohit Lamba who is going to open the attack. With his left arm bowling, he tries to provide an angle. He'll come left arm over the wicket. Here's the first ball. Ball coming in. There was an optimistic appeal. But the Marvels are off the mark. Oh, in fact, they did not run. There was a 1 run on offer. Ribu sent Pratik back. So it starts with a dot ball, Rohit Lamba. And joining me in the commentary box is Mikhail Vaswani.
Good afternoon, Savi. You've got to look for these singles. You're chasing 132. Good start here for the left-arm seamer, Rohit Lamba. Had a chat with him yesterday. He did mention he's carrying a bit of a niggle in that bowling arm of his. And that's why that pace has dropped. That throws the kitchen sink at this one. Yeah, it's all about playing your shots in a chase like this. In 10 overs, you need to get 130. That's almost double the runs in an over. The pressure is from ball 1 here for the chasing side. It's a good surface, but 130 is always going to be a tough ask.
And probably that is the reason why they have sent Pratik to open the batting with Ribu. He has the reputation of hitting the ball big. The required run rate right at the beginning is 13.
Also, Rohit Shivalkar yesterday with the bat didn't quite find in the middle of the bat opening the innings. He was lacking that timing. Nicely punched off the back foot, nicely fielded, bit of a mix-up. Oh, this could be dangerous. Balhara was stranded midway. It could have easily resulted in wicket number 1. What an inspired piece of fielding there at covers. That was punched nicely off the back foot. Did well to get down, recover quickly, in motion, and had that deflected or had that broken the stumps, it would have been the best run out we would have seen in season 6 of the Actors Cricket Bash. Yeah, just generating that extra bit of pace and bounce here. Good start for Lamba.
They were lucky yesterday, Chandigarh Mavericks. They were well on course when they were chasing a total of 113. They needed 6 of 6 balls. Made a mess of that chase. The match went into the super over. Somehow they edged past Mumbai Aces. So must be a confident side after winning 2 in 2. And after scoring a good total at the halfway stage. That is a great length by Rohit Lamba. What a first over he's having.
Yeah, that's a brilliant ball. The length, the carry. Look where the wicketkeeper collected this. Yeah, with his hands up. Shows that there's some juice on the surface if you're a bowler and ready to bend your back and generate some pace. Akshay Chandel will come out to bat at some point. Good, nice, multi-dimensional player. Castled. You miss, I hit. Lamba strikes in the first over. The move has boomeranged here for the Marvels. Balhara will have to depart without troubling the scorers much. Just one for him. It's an early strike for the Mavericks. Marvels 2 for 1.
The plan did not work. Sending Balhara in the beginning. Tried to play across, completely missed it. Rohit did not miss the stump at all. What a ball, what an over he has had. Always a beautiful sight for any fast bowler. So Partik Balhara will have to go back to the pavilion after scoring 1-2 for 1 at the Marvels.
Middle, please.
Akshay Chandel is a new batter. He's gotten the start in the last 2 matches but could not capitalize on that. He will have to support his captain Ribhu Mehra today because Chennai Marvels, in the search of their second win, they are chasing a big total. And after the kind of start that Rohit Lamba has provided to the Mavericks, it is not going to be easy at all. And to make the matters worse, it's going to be Dakssh Ajit Singh from the other end. Somebody who can swing the ball in both the directions. Comes in very handy in the opening overs. And Captain Anuj has shown a lot of faith in Dakssh. They played together in Celebrity Cricket League from Punjab. They share team. They know each other really well, work in the same industry, the Punjab industry. Is Varun. His presence in that dugout has changed a lot of things for the Mavericks.
Five on the off inside the circle, shot third, backward point, conventional point, cover and mid-off for Dakssh. That's a good strike, that's got a lot of height. And that's been pouched. Big break here, Dakssh strikes in his very first delivery. And the danger man, Ribhu Mehra, will have to depart. The Marvels are falling apart very early in this chase. And now the captain will have to depart.
Well, he did not have a lot of options. He could not wait for a very long time. Ribhu Mehra had to go for it, but this time he could not find the distance. The ball went miles up in the air, and that was a really good catch. The kind of catching we have seen today, this stands out. Ribhu Mehra, he will have to go back sadly. He has scored just 1 run, 2 for 2 now, Marvels. Charandeep Singh is a new batter. He was unbelievable in that run chase yesterday, but now he'll have to play a bigger role because they have lost their captain, Ribu Mehra. Somebody has to step up. Akshay Chandel will have to play with to his strengths. Dakssh Ajit Singh, as always, being absolutely impactful. Took the most prized wicket on the very first ball of his spell. Here's Charandeep. That's a big appeal and the finger goes up. What an over this is turning out to be by Dakssh. Took out the wicket of Ribu and now Charandeep, both the batters who were crucial in that run chase. He's not at all happy, but he will have to go back. No,
Charandeep, you need to walk back. He's getting into discussion and deliberation with the umpire, but he'll have to walk back. Back-to-back strikes here for Dakssh. He's on a hat-trick. What a start for him and the Mavericks, but he's came too far across. That's a wonderful decision, and that's the right one. You could see the leg stump right in front was Charandeep. That's because he came too far across, and that was adjacent. What a start here. Marvels, 2 for 3. Charandeep walks back for a blob. It's a golden duck for him. And the heroes of last game, Ribu and Charandeep, are back in the dugout in the space of one delivery.
In comes Rohit Shivalkar. He had a nervy outing yesterday and he's going to face a hat-trick ball. Here's Dakssh Singh.
Yes.
He will not get a hat-trick. That's a good shot by Rohit first up. Saw that gap and found the boundary. First boundary for the Marvels.
And you just feel this chase is now in doldrums for the Marvels. You can see Anuj Khurana telling Dakssh, you should have gone for that pace-on delivery, the one that hits the deck and comes into the batter. Just went with that floater. Rohit Shivalkar opened the innings yesterday, didn't get going. Today he comes in at number 4. Smartly done, straight to short third. What an over this is so far.
Brilliant start by the Mavericks. If they can restrict Chennai Marvels to a low score, they can take a huge jump in their net run rate. This is how this over started. Ribu Mehra went for a big shot. That was a very good catch. And right after that, Charandeep went a little more across. Lost his wicket. He was not happy with the decision, but that was a great decision by the umpire. Now Rohit Shivalkar will have to pull off something unimaginable. Akshay Chandel yet to face a ball. He had come to support Ribu on number 3. He has the capability. He has done it in the past. He has scored big in the previous leagues, in the previous editions. Can he make an impact today with the bat?
Hot sunny afternoon here in Mumbai. Day 3 of the Actors Cricket Bash. We're into match number 8. And the Mavericks are looking good to making it 3-3. Dakssh versus Chandel. Another quick single to point. top over. There's 6 runs coming off it and the 2 big wickets of Ribu and Charandeep. 8 for 3 after 2. Eight for 3 after 2. Marvels. Deep trouble. They're digging a deep hole for themselves over here in this chase. Been pace all the way so far with Lamba and Dakssh making merry with the ball. 3 wickets between them. Almost breached the defense yet again. They'll come back for 2.
If you think about it, would Chennai Marvels look back and wonder about the start they had with the bat? Yes, they came in with a lot of pressure, chasing 133. Had Ribu waited to consolidate his innings, possibly the story would have been something else. But that is the style, that is the way in which he likes to play. Has worked for him twice. And to be fair to the Mavericks, the bowling has been excellent. The choice of lines and lengths by Rohit, Lamba and Dakssh right from the word go has applied a lot of pressure on the Marvels.
Yeah, they've bowled well. They've accounted for 3 quick early wickets here. It was Lamba first up who got the better of Balhara. Playing across the line, big swipe, not going through. Then Ribu Mehra looking to force the issue. Found the fielder in the deep, good catch. That was the first wicket for Dakssh, and then trapping Charandeep right in front. He was on a hat-trick after this delivery. Good decision there. Capitulation in the top order, and you've got to admit that the paces of Maverick have plucked the heart of this top order of Marvels. 11 for 3, chasing 132. Drifting down leg. Another single. You've got to really look at a side that is showing consistency. Delhi and Mavericks to me are the best sides on display in all departments. Savi, you have the top order batters performing. You have the pacers showing up here for Maverick. Don't see any weakness or any Achilles heel.
It's also because of the high standards that they have set for themselves. You saw on the previous ball, Rohit Lamba bowled a beautiful ball. Oh, the second run, they're coming back for it. Had Rohit Lamba been at the receiving end, if he would have collected the ball cleanly, this would have been another wicket. Talking about the standards that they have set for themselves after bowling a brilliant ball, Rohit Lamba was not at all happy with the choice of line. And the other team that you spoke about, Delhi Titans, they are unbeaten so far. They're going to take on Ahmedabad Lions. They are in search of their first points. Took a few steps ahead, but despite that, this will be a wide.
$15 for 3. They need a partnership here in quick time. Again, not a convincing hit. Gets the inside half of the bat. They won the second. Chandel is pushing his partner and they'll get back as well.
He's not happy, and you can hear the captain also, that you cannot miss these chances. And when you do these kind of things, when you set these kind of standards for your team, the execution, the delivery, it always pays off. What a bowler Dakssh Singh is for the team. What an impact he has had. His 2 overs are always to look out for. Here's Lamba with the last ball of his spell. And he'll end the over with just a single this time. At the end of 3, Marvels are 18 for 3.
बढ़िया स्पेल लिया लंबा बहुत बढ़िया बहुत बढ़िया
011 is what the batting card reads right from the top. Might see it's a Delhi landline number. Daksha Chandel and Rohit Shivalkar would like to change that. They have a big role to play. We have Kashish Pundir, Kapil Chauhan, Chirag Desai yet to come. They can bat, but the Marvels will have to bat out of their wits if they need to chase the target. The required run rate has already jumped up to 16. And they have lost the hero to the last match, Ribhu and Charandeep. Thanks to this man on screen. He returns for his second over. This is good strategy by Captain Anuj Khurana. Going ahead with their frontline bowlers. He did not try to open with spin today, Mikhail.
Yeah, you've got to be good readers of conditions. Yesterday the surface was a little slow, a little sluggish, and that's why spin was a good option. Today it's nice and hard. That's where you realize that the Pacers can find something of it in the air, particularly with the new ball, and that's exactly what Dakssh did in that last over. Got one to came back in sharply. First to go in Daksh's 2 wickets was Ribhu Mehra. Was trying to hit it back of the length. Got a lot of height, got off with a very good catch in the deep, and then this one just curved into the right-handed batter. Good shout, good decision.
Dakssh is not happy with that decision, or possibly not happy with himself. He has set really high standards for himself. Seen him play a lot of cricket in other leagues, and every team he plays for, he's one of the most impactful players. Can also hit the big sixes, but he did not get the opportunity so far. That was played late, but that was a great effort by short third man Ujjwal, who has come in today and joined the side. Gets a few pats on his back.
Making his debut in this season's Actors Cricket Bash. What an effort that. Yeah, he's not the youngest of players in the side, but what matters is the commitment. 10 on 10 Ujjwal. Everyone going up to him and appreciating that effort. Bit of a tickle, there's an appeal over here, may have brushed the pads. And that's been indicated by the umpire as well. Good call. The umpiring standards today have been phenomenal. And if I'm Anuj Khurana, I'm just happy with the way things are going. No boundaries at all. Singles won't hurt me. And such deliveries will certainly create more opportunities.
They have a chance to boost their net run rate also, the Mavericks. There was a good sound from the bat. But still, it will not be a boundary. The batters will come back for 2 runs. But they need boundaries. Eleven runs Dakssh has given so far. Just 11 runs. He took 2 wickets in that over. Picked the area where there was no fielder. That's why he's still safe, Akshay Chandel. Moves on to 12. That has been driven well. Came on the front foot. But there is a fielder available. It will be just a single.
The best teams will take their catches and come out with some good ground fielding. Delhi Titans, one of them. So are the Mavericks. Look at the Marvels. They dropped 3 catches, and that's why now they're playing catch-up. Had they taken Shiv early, they wouldn't have been chasing 132 for starters. Everything is intersectorially linked in this sport. That's why it's called a team effort. Quiet start here. Couple of jolts early on for the Mavericks. Gets an inside edge. Beg your pardon, Marvels. And they won the second. Chandel calls Shivalkar. And he just gets back in time. 7 runs of over number 4. 26 for 3. Lamba, Dakssh Ajit Singh, 2 pacers used, and both of them have complemented each other. 25 runs between them in the 4 overs, and they've accounted for 3 wickets. So yes, it's been a top performance by the pacers of Chandigarh Mavericks. And to add to that, the economy, that's standing out for them. So everything going good for the Mavericks as we see a change in bowling. It's going to be Ankur Tyagi now, who'll come on to bowl from the far end. Yeah, he's the impact player coming in place of Shivnarayanan. Sometimes I just feel batting first in these contests is not a bad idea. We've seen quite a few teams who've been put into bat emerging as winners in this edition of the Actors Cricket Bash.
Good use of the impact player here by Chandigarh Mavericks. That will be a wide ball. What the Marvels would like to do is to go as close to the target as possible. It's difficult to win from here, but we've seen how net run rate is changing the state of the points table. With that win, Jaipur Royals have gone past Chandigarh, so they have a chance to boost their run rate and go past Delhi now. Stepped out. That was a good shot, but there is long off. It will be just a single. The boundaries are not coming for Chennai Marvels.
Seen some good paces on display in this edition. Shubham Matta has looked very impressive. Dakssh Ajit Singh is bowling well. Rohit Lamba is impressive today as well. Quite a few left-arm pacers. Lalit Bisht for the Marvels some time back. Yeah, throws the kitchen sink at this one. This protection in the deep. He'll come around. Nicely done. And there comes the underarm throw. How do they manage to do that?
Years of underarm cricket, box cricket in Mumbai And that's how you get better at it. When I came into Mumbai 15 years ago, I was surprised to see so many people enjoying underarm cricket. That's a good shot. But yet again, it will not be a boundary. The batters will come back for 2 runs. Good start by Ankur Tyagi, who is playing his first match today.
Yeah, firmly struck, was in the air in the gap. They'll fetch 2 runs. Savi, have you played some underarm cricket in Mumbai?
I tried once. I thought I will bowl a low full toss and it was given a no ball. And then I bowled a wide ball and then I was taken away from the attack.
So you realized things very early about underarm cricket, Savi? And you realized a mic in hand would be a better option than a ball in hand, particularly in underarm cricket. I thought I just saw a bit of an helicopter shot there by Akshay Chandel, that last one. Yeah, half the helicopter. Had it been the full helicopter, that would have gone for a 6. Oh, he's miscued this one. Gets a leading edge on it. They'll go over backward point. Chased by the fielder. Keep it to 2 over there. That was Chirag Desai. 5 gone, 36 for 3. Titans and Royals looking good. Mavericks looking very good, especially in this game. In all probability, they should be moving to the top of the points table after this outing. Marvels are struggling. They need to chase it down. 132 the target currently in this game. Ahmedabad Lions and Mumbai Aces still to open their account. The Aces struggling and almost on their way out of this edition's Actors Cricket Bash. Lions need to find that win, else they'll be going Mumbai Aces' way. Does get a little windy during this time of the day, though the sun's beating really hard. Aditya Ojha, star with the bat. Can he replicate that with the ball? He comes into bowl and making way in the com box is Savi Srivastav for Nishad Paivedya. Welcome, Nishad.
Well, he's really picked it. And that sailed over the boundary for a 6. They need a lot more of those. It was almost a phase. It's afternoon time here and it felt like it was almost like an afternoon siesta kind of a phase. And they really needed to just come alive. Just wake up to not the possibility of victory, but just a challenge.
Things have gone so quiet that after a very long time I've heard the DJ playing a song. This goes to show the time that has elapsed between the last boundary and this one, Nishad. Pretty much everyone has gone into snooze mode.
Yes, perhaps even he was having his afternoon siesta. It allowed him the opportunity to do that.
Heavy Monday lunch ends up extra bowl of rice and you're done for the day.
Well, the Chennai Marvels really bounced back after a defeat in the first match with a victory yesterday, but really up against it now. Aditya coming round the wicket. He's gone for it again, hasn't connected, will be safe. One of the things that the Chandigarh Mavericks, sorry, it's both the CMs playing today. Sometimes it can be a little confusing. We'll come back to that after this delivery. Aditya is now successful with the ball as well. The batter was just trying to play that slog sweep and Rohit has missed it. So the Chennai Marvels slump further. It's 43 for 4.
And it's the angle that has got the better of the batter. The off spinner decided to come around the wicket. Made it all the more difficult there for Rohit Shivalkar, who cleared his left foot, trying to create a scoring angle towards the onside, but only to see that off stump uprooted. What a sight if you're a bowler. And Shivalkar, poor run of form continues. He walks back for 11 as the Marvels lose their 4th wicket.
प्रज्ञेश इम्पैक्ट है यहाँ इम्पैक्ट है बेटर चिराग से बदले नहीं चिराग
Pratnesh is the new batter and he is the impact player as signalled by the umpire there. But the question is, Mikhail, there's possibly no room for impact. What can he do?
He'll have to firstly work on impulse. That's because he doesn't have much time to hang around. He needs to go big. Can the impact player make an impact? Playing his first match. All right then. The wicket keeper there is excited. He's asked for an inquiry there. We'll have to wait and watch if that foot was in the air. Pratnesh is trying to get back. Oh no, he's done well. I just felt he dragged it around. He didn't really lift that right foot of his. Rama Dikshit, the wicket keeper there, very excited. That looks safe.
Yes, for a moment he thought that Pratnesh may have just lifted his foot a little bit, which is why he went in for the stumping attempt. After being hit for 6 of the first ball, Aditya has done exceedingly well. Only a single conceded since then and, of course, a wicket to his name. Here's another dot delivery. From a Chennai Marvels perspective, they'll really have to try and get as close to the target as possible. It's hit towards mid-wicket. They will push for 2. There's that underarm throw. He's made it in time. At the end of 6, the Marvels are 45 for 4. Well, it's been a forgettable performance by the Chennai Marvels in this match, really. Ankur starts off with a wide. So, just to build up on that point once again, Mikhail, they have to try and get as close as possible to the target, because reduce the margin, because then it negatively, of course, impacts your net run rate, and ultimately the last spot in the playoffs will be eventually quite possibly decided due to a net run rate.
Absolutely. So often in these multi-team league match tournaments, you see the net run rate coming into picture at some point. Bowled him. Leg stump goes cartwheeling. Akshay Chandel will have to depart, and the impact sub for the Mavericks and Ankur Tyagi makes an immediate impact. Half the side back in the dugout for the Marvels. They're in deep trouble in this chase. 46 for 5.
In a muddle and in a puddle there, Chennai Marvels. It's as if they have been sliding down a very slippery slope since the beginning of this innings. And there's been no stopping. As Akshay Chandel heads back for 26, half the side back in the hut only for 45.
वो देख दूसरा लड़का 28 तारीख के लिए बोला भैया पोर्ट्रेट करा दूं क्या चार्जर बोला मेरे पास नहीं मंगवा
Shobhit Atre has now walked out to the middle. It's just been a procession right through Mikhail, where the wickets have just fallen. They never really found that momentum. Another wide. It can be such a fickle format, isn't it, T10 cricket, where yesterday Chennai Marvels with a commanding batting performance, today really struggling. Maybe got a lot to do with the way things panned out in the field as well when they were bowling. Sometimes the confidence can get shattered there. Smashed over cover. That's a good shot, and that'll bring up the 50 for the Chennai Marvels at last.
Shobhit Atre gets off the mark with a boundary. Good decisive hit. And more of hand-eye coordination there, not much of footwork. Yeah, but the good thing there, he hit that at the vacant spot. Not much of protection on the offside. Some cheer in the dugout here for the boys in yellow. Otherwise, it's been a very muted surrounding around them. Things have gone quiet and silent. Every jersey name has that extra R or extra K. Nishad, you don't have an extra A or an extra H.
Not at all. It's been hit over mid-off, and that's gone for another boundary. So a good start for Shobhit to this innings.
Yeah, that's how they'll have to play their cricket from here on. There's no point hanging around without making an impact. Shobhit Atre with 2 boundaries is now just raising some hopes, but it's looking really difficult. That's because their asking rate is 22 and over from here on. Remember, they're chasing 132. And that wickets column is also not exuding much of confidence. So far, best sides on display have been the Delhi Titans and Chandigarh Mavericks. Yeah, this is the last wicket to fall. Playing across the line, the leg stump going for a walk. Ankur Tyagi delighted. And that was wicket number 5, biting dust here for the Chennai Marvels.
Smashed that over cover as well. May not have connected as well as he'd like, but the result will be to his liking. That's the third boundary for Shobhit. Well, he started off in a hurry. Could he have batted up the order?
Well, Shobhit has hit in his name, and he's hitting the ball in the same region for 3 consecutive fours. Been too full after that wicket. Ankur Tyagi needs to just drag that length back. Full ball, outside edge, beats the fielder. That's going to be another boundary. 4 fours in this over. And Shobhit Atre has raced to 16 in 5. It's turning out to be a small little cameo played by him. And it's all coming in very handy. 63 for 5 and 7.
But the last over produced 18 runs, 4 boundaries and a couple of wides. But just not good enough considering that they've struggled in the first few overs. Vipul Verma into the attack. That's been hit away towards mid-wicket for only a single.
I had a chat with Vipul Verma the other day during the mid-innings. Usually he says he opens with a new ball, but the role has changed for him. He's happy being the versatile cricketer with bat and ball. Smartly guided, quick single towards backward point. Yes, pretty much clear which way this match is going. It's almost written on the wall. Waiting for the inevitable at some point in time to take place. But what really matters is what happens in the next game.
Just a little bit slower. That's gone past. Fine leg. He got a hand on that one. It'll go for 4. It'll be Pratnesh's first boundary. The Chennai Marvels stringing together a few boundaries. It's important, as we've discussed earlier. Didn't hit it as well, but that short fine leg got a hand onto it and palmed it towards the boundary. Well, you were obviously speaking to Vipul earlier, as you said. But let's look ahead to what we have before us. Mikhail, this should be a good contest. Ahmedabad Lions, although searching for that first win, they've been quite competitive actually.
They have been competitive, but they've ended up on the wrong side on 2 occasions. And they're up against the most dangerous side in this tournament, Delhi Titans, who've already started warming up. They've come in early. They're a very disciplined side. Oh, that almost kissed the off stump on its way to the wicketkeeper. You've got to have your work ethics in place, Nishad. Just take a look at this delivery once again. Oh, so close to the off stump. And Delhi Titans do that really well. That's what Abhishek Kapoor kept telling me during the presentation. I want to keep it simple, but I want to keep it very ethical.
Vipul keeping it simple. That's not going to be out. It was way outside the off stump. At the end of 8, the Chennai Marvels 70 for 5.
अंशुल भाई पानी भी उठा लेना पानी भी उठा लेना पानी भी डीप कवर रही हो
Well, next up we've got the Delhi Titans taking on Ahmedabad Lions.
डीप कवर आ भैया थोड़ा डीप बैकवर्ड हो जाना
Delhi warming up. And some catching practice for someone from Mumbai as well, who's busy talking on his phone there. Asghar Khan, what a player. Yesterday, with an all-round performance, was the player of the match. Tiger alongside him. Both of them used to combine very well for the Varanasi Warriors last year, and this time they're doing the job for the Delhi Titans. Now for the last 2 overs, as this match seems to be petering towards its inevitable conclusion, I've got Savi Srivastav joining me.
Thank you, Nishad. The afternoon matches are not working for Chennai. There's this passage on day 1 that they played the second match. Lost that one. Finished a superb run chase yesterday to grab 2 points. But what will happen from here on is that Chandigarh Mavericks are going to climb to the top of the points table. Shobit is giving some handy contribution here, trying to make sure that they do not take a very massive hit on that net run rate, Nishad.
Nevertheless, it will of course take a hit, but just try and get as close as you can. It's going to get tougher getting close to that, as Pratnesh has been castled now. Anuj, the captain, getting a wicket, brought himself on with the match in his firm grasp. Well, the Chandigarh Mavericks, nothing maverick about their performance. If anything, we've got to repeat and say that they've been clinical, Savi.
And Anuj did the exact same thing yesterday as well. Bowling a Yorker length ball in his spin bowling and castling the stumps. Repeating the same once again. Pratnesh going back after scoring 8 runs.
नया लड़का था यार उसको 4 चौके मार दिया बेचारा बाहर चला गया है हैमस्ट्रिंग का बहाना करके बाहर चला हां ललित अंशुल आया और चलो शाबाश बॉयज नो बॉल एकदम टाइट रहेंगे डबल नहीं देना चलो शाबाश डबल नहीं लेंगे यार धूप में क्यों भागेंगे
Lalit Best is a new batter with 9 balls to go in this inning. Anuj Khurana. Spot on with his line and length. He has given just 2 runs. He's taken a wicket. I wonder why does he not use himself more often?
Why don't we use him more often in the com box as well?
And with a little grunt, tried to fool the batter over there. It'll be a wide ball.
Oh, missed by a whisker. It's just such a tame end to this match, really, with Chennai Marvels not really putting up a show in their batting innings. And just to repeat what we were discussing earlier, this innings has been like an afternoon siesta.
Catch it! Aja!
Catch it as a call. Aja is the cry from Anuj and wicketkeeper Rama Dikshit. And because of that, it will be just a single. That's a brilliant over by Anuj Khurana. Gave just 4 runs and took a wicket. 74 for 6 Chennai Marvels.
Chandigarh Mavericks now on their way to register a hat-trick of victories. In the previous match, of course, they had tied, but then they won that thanks to a good performance in the super over. But today, Chandigarh Mavericks right on the money. And one of the things that they really focused on was being ruthless with the bat, which they were. And that carried on in the field as well, Savi. You could see that ruthlessness with the bowling as well.
Did half the job in the first 2 overs. Thanks to Rohit Lamba and Dakssh Singh. Here's the last over. And what a great ball to start that last over. And you can hear Rama Dikshit asking Gaurav, kahan chupa ke rakha tha is ball ko? Really the stock ball here, Nishad, that we have seen almost every team use and succeed.
Well, Gaurav bowling very well. It's his first over in this match. Anuj getting his first breakthrough in this match. Castling Pradnesh. Smashed down the ground. Has he connected well? He hasn't. It's just been the story of the Chennai Marvels innings.
This also shows how much they are dependent on Ribhu. It was a rare occasion when Ribhu's bat did not fire. He was gone back after scoring just 1 run. He must be a proud man, Dilip Agarwal. Shobit is looking for a wide, but it was well inside the tram line.
Gaurav was sent in to bat, of course, earlier today. Tall man. And maybe we'd hear the wicketkeeper say after this over, he's bowled such a good over, कि ये आप किस line में आ गए? आपको bowling पे ध्यान देना चाहिए.
ये तो wide no कुछ तो है.
Wide no kuch to hai is what Shobit is asking. But unfortunately, it is neither. That was a good length. That was a short of length delivery. Shobit wanted to play it towards the third man area. Here's the last ball. It will be just a single, and this is confirmation of the dominance of Chandigarh Mavericks. 3 wins in a row. Yes, there was a super over. There was a bit of a drama in the match yesterday, but this was as convincing as it can get. Now they will climb up to the top of the table. A lot of work to do for Chennai Marvels.
Yeah, the euphoria of last night's victory has really gone away with this defeat. The Chennai Marvels had registered a fantastic run chase yesterday, but today couldn't replicate those heroics in the face of a bigger target, really. But Chandigarh Mavericks, coming off that super over, told their batters that they've got to be a lot more responsible, they've got to be clinical. They delivered, put up that big score, and then the bowlers backed them up as well. It's been a true team effort of the Chandigarh Mavericks. In T10 cricket, a format that is so fickle, we often see an individual performance can truly turn a game around. But as a team, if there are numerous individuals who put their hand up and say, look, I'm going to take responsibility, more often than not, even in the shortest format, you will find consistency.
Yes, they have been consistent. They've had the likes of Shivnarayanan, who is ever consistent. He's yet to be dismissed. Let me remind you, 3 innings where he has carried the bat. He comes to open the innings. What an impact he has had on the team. This was a winning moment. Gaurav with that last over. There's some formalities in that over, but good to see this after every match. The friendship, once the match gets over between all these individuals of different teams. Anuj Khurana, credits to him also, the way he has led the team, the way he has made the bowling changes. Played around with the batting order and the experiments seem to be working. It was Aditya Ojha who provided the support to Shiv today. And that's the best part for the Mavericks. Every match there is somebody who stands up and takes the responsibility. Whether it be batting, whether it be bowling or the fielding. And it will be safe to say that the team which fields well always ends up at the right side of the result. Not a very happy outing for Chennai Marvels. This is a sorry batting card. Akshay Chandel, the top scorer, he scored 26 but took 17 balls to do so. Charandeep Singh, the hero of last match, was out for a golden duck thanks to Dakssh Ajit Singh. Pratik scored a single digit. Ribu Mehra could not fire at all today. Rohit Shivalkar gave a glimmer of hope, but eventually he was also taken out by Aditya Ojha. Towards the end, Lalit Bisht and Shobhit Atre tried to go close to the target, but 76 for 6, they were far behind, and they will definitely see a big hit on their net run rate. For Marvels though, they can enjoy the top of the table. A very good unit with Varun Manola, the icon player, always supporting the team. And what a bowling effort this was. 5.5 the economy of Rohit Lamba. Took a wicket, gave just 11 runs. Dakssh Ajit Singh, impactful as always, took 2 wickets, gave 14 runs. 1 wicket apiece for Ankur Tyagi, Aditya Ojha and Anuj Khurana, who bowled just 1 over. He had the luxury to experiment with his bowling order today. 76 for 6 is eventually what Marvels could score, and Chandigarh Mavericks scoring a huge win. Shivnarayanan once again the star of the show. He scored 72. He was not out yet again. Took just 28 balls to do so. Aditya Ojha started with the counter attack. 51 the score for him. Sushant Bane was impressive in that first over, but then he came in front of Shivnarayanan for the second over. 2 for 22, good bowling figures for him. In response, Akshay Chandel leading the Chennai Marvels with 26 runs. 76 for 6 was the score for them, and 56 was the margin of victory for Chandigarh Mavericks.
Yeah, it's been a comprehensive performance by the Chandigarh Mavericks, really. And once again, showing that they have all their departments covered in terms of the quality players. They've got the bowlers, the batters are undoubtedly some of the most dangerous in this tournament. And then when it comes to just translating it on the field, they've got a mentor like Varun Badola, whom you mentioned, and he was very honest in conversations with us off camera about yesterday's match. And there has been an honest chat in the Chandigarh Mavericks camp as well after that super over, particularly with the batting. And what's been great to see is that they have really translated that talk into action out there in the middle. But let's have a look at the bowling effort with Lamba getting Pratik Balhara early. Then this was the big moment because Ribu, coming at the back of 2 half-centuries, was dismissed early. And this was plumb in front. Charandeep off the next ball. Thereafter, they just never found the momentum. The boundaries sometimes kept coming, but the wickets were also there at regular intervals. Even when they found the boundary, it wasn't enough to find that momentum.
Yes, this was always going to be too much of an ask after losing 2 wickets in 2 balls in this very second over. They were 9 for 3 at one point of time, and after that it was just catching up. Batters came, they tried, they had to go for the big shots. There were some good shots that were played across the ground, but eventually the bowling stood up. Anuj Khurana once again with that Yorker-link delivery on his spin bowling took another wicket, and this was the winning moment. 76 is what Marvels managed to make. And this will take a huge impact on the points table. Chandigarh Mavericks climbing up to the top of the table. 2.27. They have boosted their run rate. Chennai Marvels minus 2.82 because of the margin of the victory. They will have to work really hard if they want to stay in top 4. For Mumbai Aces, a lot of work to be done. They will have to also depend on the other results if at all they want to hope for coming in the top 4. Ahmedabad Lions, the way they perform in the match that is coming up will actually make an impact on this points table. If Delhi Titans manage to win yet again, then they will topple Chandigarh Mavericks and go back to the top. They're playing like the defending champions that they are.
And for Ahmedabad Lions, the next match is ever so crucial. If they register a win, it will really open up the table even more. And because if Ahmedabad win that, they will go above Chennai and into the top 4. But we will come back to that later. Of course, we are just waiting for the post-match presentation ceremony to get ready. But of course, it's all going to be Chandigarh Mavericks. And a difficult choice for a player of the match because Aditya Ojha got the runs. Shivnarayanan also got the runs. But we'll have an answer now as Mikhail Vaswani is waiting there along the pitch side to tell us who the player of the match is.
The Chandigarh Mavericks make it 3-3, catapult themselves to the top of the points table. Once again, they put out a thorough effort and they're showing that they're strong across all lines. They're certainly helping their cause in finishing in the top 2 in the playoff stages as well. I'm afraid life gets a little difficult here for the Chennai Marvels. They'll have to come back really strong to ensure that they finish in the top 4 rather. Hello, good afternoon and welcome to the post-match presentation. We have a couple of awards to be given today. And to give away the award, it's my honor to welcome this afternoon in the presentation ceremony Dr. Ajaz Ashai, the founder director of Dr. Ashai's AX1, our fitness partner. Wonderful to have you. Thank you for your patronage. And I must say you're looking resplendent in this attire of yours. All right then, we have 2 awards to be given. First up, we have the bright performer of the day. It goes in a losing cause, but he showed that he could get the ball to actually talk and account for a couple of wickets. 2 for 22 for him means Sushant Bane walks away with the bright performer of the day and he'll be collecting his award from Dr. Ajaz Ashai. Yeah, tough luck here for the boys in yellow. Bane stood out today. Shown with the ball in an otherwise high-scoring game where the Mavericks got 132. Next up, we have the player of the match, and that'll be given once again by Dr. Ashai. Quite a few performances coming through. 70-odd by Shivnarayanan. At the same time, you saw another innings by a batter that practically sealed the deal early on. That's because he got quick runs. Quick fire 50. It goes to Aditya Ojha, 51 and 22. He'll walk away with the player of the match. Come on. Yeah, thank you as well. Well played, Aditya. What an innings. 56-run win here for the Chennai Mavericks. They certainly help their net run rate. Thank you, Dr. Ajay. Wow, Aditya. The more you come and stand on the podium, good news for you and the team.
I think every day you come to the ground, you try to do your best. Some days they come off, some days they don't. Today it was a day. So I would like to, thank ACB for this wonderful platform for the cricketers, the actors who love cricket. Cricket is really love for them. And performing here means, every year I come up and see that the level of cricket keeps going up. So this year it's really the boys are really doing wonderful. I had to, cope up with them, and today was a day, so it came off. Thanks.
In the previous games, you opened the innings today at number 3. What was the message told to you when you were asked to come at number 3 and not open the innings?
Actually, I did not perform in the first 2 games.
Right.
And of course, the doubts come in.
Right.
There was
You erased all doubts now, Aditya. Well played.
I let the bat do all the talking. Yeah.
Yeah, and we enjoyed your innings because you came with some intent, purpose, and execution, and you did that all in the middle. Very impressive. Lovely batting. Congratulations. Good win and a good outing for you with the bat.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Aditya Ojha, they're the player of the match in this fixture, game number 8. We'll have a quick chat with both the captains. If I could call upon Ribu Mehra from the Chennai Marvels for a quick chat. Yeah, Ribu, if you could come along. A lot changes in 24 hours.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but you felt that 132 was a bit too much that you all had conceded at the halfway mark?
Yeah, exactly. 130. I mean, it's like it's really tough to chase over here, and it's just that we really messed up in the fielding. Yesterday our fielding was really good, so I mean, had we been with the same effort, the score would have been different. But yeah, 130, it's like really tough because even chasing 111 yesterday was tough. So I was trying to keep the score till 110. But yeah, obviously 20 more runs, it makes a lot of difference.
How difficult it is for actors turned cricketers to come day after day with a little bit of turnaround time and come and produce cricket in the middle.
Yeah, it is very tough because we have our work commitments. And I mean, even yesterday, I had a night shoot, so I packed up around 6 in the morning, took 3 hours sleep, and I was here. So it is the the passion for cricket which makes us do all these things as we all wait for these 5-6 days in a year. So I think it's all worth it.
Yeah, but you need to get some rest and catch up on some good sleep and come back stronger tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tough luck today. Not everything is lost. You certainly have a chance to get back into the top.
Yes. We'll put our 100%.
Right, Ribu Mehra there, the
Thank you.
captain of the Chennai Marvels. We'll have a quick chat now with the captain of the Chandigarh Mavericks, Anuj Khurana. Anuj, 3 and 3. That smile says it all.
Yes, and we were looking for a clean win, and finally we got that kind of game today. Yesterday was a disappointment. It could have been avoided. We all were shocked at what happened in the last over, but that's what we were expecting, to make a great comeback, and absolutely loved the way everyone performed, the energy. So yeah, we waited for this kind of win, and happy that it's 3 and 3. We can give chances to those who didn't get the chances. So looking forward.
You're quite certainly working for a top 2 finish. You could sense the way you're playing your cricket. You want to finish in top 2.
Definitely now the aim is to finish in top 2 because it's 3 and 3. That pressure of making it in the top 4 is off. But now the target is to finish in top 2. Just in case something wrong happens, we get another chance.
A1 performance today, Anuj. Enjoyed watching your team play and enjoyed your captaincy as well, the way you floated that batting order and the way you're shuffling your bowlers. So 10 on 10 for that as well.
Thanks a lot, Miguel.
Right, Anuj Khurana there, the captain of the Chandigarh Mavericks. What an outing for them. In game number 7, we have game number 8 loading, and that's a big one as well. That's it from the presentation area.
That's one happy captain, Anuj Khurana. And why will he not be? Look at the margin of victory. Chandigarh Mavericks, 56 runs is the margin. Chennai Marvels were restricted to 76 for 6 in the quota of 10 overs. Akshay Chandel scoring a high score of 26. But what an effort by Chandigarh. They go to the top of the table. Delhi Titans, though, will get a chance to topple them thanks to their superior net run rate. Jaipur Royals with the victory earlier today. They are on number 3. Chennai Marvels, they had a chance to join Jaipur Royals and Delhi Titans, but they will have to wait for the next opportunity. There is one more match coming up, where we're going to see defending champions Delhi Titans. They're going to take on Ahmedabad Lions. This is going to happen in just a bit right here. Please do not go anywhere.